Good question there, though. All right, so what can I trade? I understand what a binary option is. I understand how to buy one, how to sell one. I get the differences. I understand risk and reward. Okay. Well, Nadex offers binary contracts on stock index futures, spot Forex, commodity futures, and economic events. Let me show you right here. If you're on the Nadex platform, you can see right here, indice binaries. What's an indice? I mean stock indexes. For example, these bottom ones here, US Tech 100, US 500, small caps, Wall Street 30. That's the Dow, the Russell, the NASDAQ, and the S&P, US stock indexes. Okay. You got the Japanese market, you got the German FDAX, the London FTSE, and even the China 50. So there's US and overseas stock indexes you can trade binary options on. Forex binaries, right here you've got 10 different Forex pairs, foreign currency pairs that you can trade, different binary options on. And commodities, all right, meaning copper, corn, oil, gold, natural gas, soy, silver, and soybeans. And there's also Bitcoin and events like news events that come out, Fed funds rate, jobless claims, and so on. So there's all kind of different things that you can trade Nadex binaries on. Okay. Let me just look here, check out a question or two. It's all about the zero, David. Okay. If it has to be above 133.63, then it has to be above right here, 133.630. Whatever is quoted here, it's right there on the indicative. Okay. Or if you look at a different one, right here, whatever the indicative quotes. Okay, give me just a second. Looks like everything's refreshing here. Like right here, okay, 0842, 08420. Okay, does that make sense? Like some things tick differently. It's not always 4. It might be 2 or 1. You know what I mean? But whatever it's quoted at right there, okay, as long as it's above that. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, always has to be above whatever this is, and then a 0. For beginners, 5-minute very risky. If yes, which one? Nareb, I'll talk to you about that here in just a difference. Okay. David says, what's the difference between an exchange and a broker? Well, Nadex is an exchange. All Nadex is Nadex is the exchange. This is the Nadex platform you're looking at here. All Nadex is doing is bringing together buyers and sellers. Okay. Nadex charges 90 cents commission on each side for the fees. And that is how they make their money. Nadex is not trading against you. Nadex is bringing buyers and sellers together. Okay, all that they make is the commission of the transaction. All right, they're no different than your grocery store. Okay, the grocery stores that are bringing together the, General Mills cereal to you, the buyer. All right, they're a place to transact. All right, there's other traders and there's market makers that are making these markets here, meaning making a market for binaries, meaning right now they'll let you buy one for 59 and they'll sell you, they'll buy one from you for 52. You can buy here and sell here. That's called the bid-ask spread. That's how the market makers make their money. Nadex makes their money just off the fees itself. That's the difference. A broker is someone more like your stock broker that you actually give your money to them and you let them invest it for you. You let them trade it for you. You're giving your money to a broker. They're brokering that, okay, as opposed to exchange that is just a marketplace for buyers and sellers, okay? Let's see here. All right, let's move forward here. So those are the different things that you can trade binaries options on. Like I just said, you've got some European and Asian markets. You've got the U.S. markets. We've got energies, metals, ags, and 10 different Forex pairs. And the economic events, some of the news events, all those we showed you right there. There are different binaries out there. There are 5-minute binaries, okay, that are on 4 different FX pairs. What do I mean by that? Well, right here, if you're on, let's see here, let me refresh this. Okay, so right here you've got 5-minute binaries on these 4 different Forex pairs: Aussie dollar, euro dollar, pound dollar, and dollar yen. What do I mean by 5-minute binaries? Exactly that. Every 5 minutes a new binary opens up, and 5 minutes later it expires. All right, they're very fast, quick moving binaries. All right. You've also got hourly binaries, like if you were to click here on, or should I say 2-hour binaries that we showed before, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Every hour a new one will come out, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. All right, so there's binaries that are 2 hours. There are 20-minute binaries on the U.S. stock indexes during the day. We've got daily binaries that go way hours out, 3 a.m., 7 a.m., 11, right now all the way out to 3 p.m. tomorrow. And then there's weekly binaries that expire at the end of the week. Okay, there's all kind of different binaries there, all right, to choose from. Okay, let's see here. Why will we not open all contracts till 3 p.m.? This buys us time for a market recovery. Well, Jeremy, you could do 5-minute binaries, 20-minute binaries, hourly, daily, 3 p.m. It all depends on the strategy or system that you're using. Okay, I mean, if your strategy or system is a longer term, trading system, then you could do further out binaries. If your strategy or system that you're using and the indicators on your chart are more of an immediate market direction, or what the market's doing right now, you might be looking at a smaller time frame binary, 5-minute, 20-minute, hourly. It all depends. Okay. Yes, in one sense, hey, going further out gives more time for the market to move, but it also gives a lot more time for things to affect the market. The Japanese market that's open right now, and the Australian market, and then overnight the European market, and then early morning the US market, and then what happens after that, what kind of news and world events have come out between now and 3 p.m. All right, it kind of goes both ways. You know what I mean? So, yes, David, exactly. Same as, no, actually, David says, are the market hours for binary the same as spreads, Sunday night through Friday afternoon? Yeah, that is correct. But actually the binaries open up a little bit earlier than the spreads do on Sunday nights. Okay, you can start trading the binaries at 6 p.m. Sunday night. Most of the spreads don't open up until the middle of the night on Sunday. Okay, let's see here. Kevin, why does it feel like I'm trading against a computer in the market? It's always making lightning quick adjustments to its orders. Well, that's a binary. The market, I mean, if the market's moving, if a market's not moving, there's not a whole lot going on with the price. Okay, there's not much going on with the price. But if the market is moving, the prices can move very quickly, because just like we talked about, is it under the strike? Is it at the strike? Is it over the strike? And the closer you get to expiration, the quicker that binary has to move between 0 and 100. Okay, but what you have to know is that anything on Nadex is a limit order. What do I mean by that? Well, right now, I can buy this contract for 36, 37, 36, right? It's changing, right? That's what you're talking about. Right, Kevin? I can sell it for 32.50. Okay, well, if I enter this order, if I enter an order right now that I want to buy this at $35, and I place the order. Oh, I just want to do one. And I place the order. Okay. Well, did the order go through? Is that in my open orders? No. Why? Because I said I want to buy it for 35 bucks. That's a limit order. That means I don't want to pay more than $35 for this. And where is it right now? It's at 47. So my order didn't execute and open, did it? Because the market would have to come down to 35 for it to get filled, right? So where's my order? It's right here, working orders. Let's take a look. Let's let it pop up. I don't know why my platform's running slow today. Okay, it'll be under working orders because it can't fill until the market goes down to 35, right? What you're talking about is that you'll click it and you'll hit that you want to do 1 and you want to buy it for this, and then when you go to place the order, it's no longer at 47.50, the market's up at like 52 and you didn't get filled, right? That's what you're talking about? And you're like, oh man, and then you go in and you cancel your working order and you go back in, you do it again. Oh man, let me show you something here, Kevin. All right, so right now I can buy it for what? 42.50. What if I say that I want to buy it for 55? And I pressed or place order. What do you think will happen? I just did it. Now let's see what happens. Looks like my demo platform is down. Okay, if I hold on one second, let me log out and log back in. Looks like the demo platform's being worked on. If I entered 55, is it just going to automatically fill me at 55? No, it's going to fill me at whatever the best price is at that time. Okay, does that make sense? No, Kevin, it will not be in working orders. Not at all. That's totally wrong. Right here, $35, and I want to buy it, and I say buy it for 55. That's a limit order. What am I saying? Buy it for 55 or less. But 55 is the max I'll pay. Buy it for 55 or less. So when I execute that order, it's going to get it for the best possible price that's available under 55. So it doesn't matter if the market's going 50.75, 50.25, 51.20, 49. It doesn't matter because I entered it a few dollars higher, and it's going to give me the best possible price. Does that make sense, Kevin? Now, if I had said, yes, if I say I only want to do 25, I'm saying 25 is the max that I'll buy it for. So give it to me for 25 or less. So then my order is just going to sit there and not fill. If I click 50.50, right, and it's going 50.75, 51.50, 40, it's all bouncing around. I'm going back and forth and like, oh man, I'm chasing it, right? So we call it chasing orders. But if I just say 60 and enter it, it doesn't matter if this thing's going 49.25, 53, 50, 54, 40. It's going to give me the best available right then, under 60. Okay? Does that make sense, Kevin? That's how you get around that chasing orders thing. You do it just a little higher. You enter it just a little higher or a little lower, okay? And it will get you filled at the best one. That way you're not chasing it due to 25 cents or $1. Okay, does that make sense? All right. So it's because the market can move around. Okay. Sandra, why would you request a different price on a buy or sell? That's what we're talking about right now, Sandra, is see how the price can move. So if you say that I want to buy and you click 83.50, but by the time you get down to place the order, the prices are changing a little bit if the market's moving fast. Okay. All right, if you enter the price a little bit higher, it'll automatically just get it filled for you. Okay, so that's what we're talking about there. Does that help, Kevin? Does that make sense? Yeah, and then the opposite on the short side. Yeah, like if I wanted to sell at 20, you know, like if I want to sell this at 57, well, I could say, all right, sell one at, 62 or less. Okay, or I'm sorry, no. You would actually be doing it the opposite way. You would say sell it for like 20 or higher. So doesn't matter if it's at 25, 50, 30, 40, whatever it's doing. These are moving so fast because there's only 1 minute to expiration. Does that make sense? The closer to expiration, see we only got the closer to expiration, the quicker these things have to get to 0 or 100. So that's why they're moving so fast right now. If we click the 9 o'clock ones, okay, they're hardly moving. See that? So if you're trading like 5-minute binaries, 20-minute binaries, stuff like that, those are going to move a lot faster. Or if you're right close to expiration, they're going to move a lot faster. But as you see, these aren't moving quite as fast because there's still a whole nother hour out. Okay, so yeah, if I wanted to sell one, I could say, you know, sell it for 25 or more. And it's going to sell it for whatever the best available price is right there. That way I'm not worried about when it's moving 25 cents or moving $1 up and $2 down and bouncing around. I'm just going a little less. I'm going a little less, or on the buy side a little higher. That help, Kevin? Yes, it saves you a huge world of a headache. Okay? All right? All right, so yes, all kind of different expirations there. And let's see here, and different number of contracts like you see here. Right now there's 50 available. You can do 1, 5, 10, whatever's available. Okay, and then if that whole book of 50 is taken out, and then just a few seconds later they replenish that. Okay, they replenish that book there. All right.